Bianca Pettis, and I'm a sound artist.
I'm Jacob Aaron Roske. I'm also a sound artist with the sound art duo Beatrix Jar. She's Beatrix and I'm Jar.
The way we describe what we do, we call it sound art. And I think we call it sound art because we are not trained musicians, so we're approaching it from this emotional and kind of intuitive place.
We're like connoisseurs of sound or something, so we just like to...
Soundies.
We like to paint with sound, so we have a blank canvas and then we throw up all these different... and we just see what sticks.
Beatrix Jar, they're really, they're well known in the scene here, and I think they're just beginning to be recognized by the arts organizations. They just received the Bush Foundation Fellowship, and that's a really big honor for them. It's recognizing them not only as musicians and performers, but as artists. And I think that's a really significant thing that they've been able to cross.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Welcome.
Hey, welcome. What's going on? The thing that sets our music apart is the approach that we have. The fact that the things that we use to make sound, I think, are really different and unique.
Some of the machines that we have, we've purchased and we find at the local thrift stores or church rummage sales or different various places. Recycling is very important to us, and we try to, get that point across by making these toys have a second life. We had these growing up as kids, but now we've modified them. This is the animal organ. And then it's got organ sounds. And then another toy that we play is this little keyboard that you can find at any thrift store or Goodwill, but we've actually taken the time to put these body contacts on. So you get to transform a 99-cent keyboard into a unique musical instrument. You get to really release all these hidden organic sounds that have been trapped inside the machine that never had an output or never had a route to the surface.
I mean, if you think about it, the manufacturer doesn't want you to go inside of the machine and make any changes. So you are kind of doing this like surgery. Suddenly you get to go in and kind of do something, and it's like, I've got a groove. Sometimes it's like a kid playing with toys.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I was playing that.
No. Exactly. And that's what I think is so great about Bianca's and I chemistry. It's like it is very kid-like. It's very like instantaneous, immediate.
And when I met him, he was telling a buddy that he was going to be playing a performance on my birthday.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a show on your birthday. Why don't you come out to the Kitty Cat Club and come check it out? It was this like really exciting time when everything was just really like, wow, whoa, wow, whoa, whoa. And it hasn't stopped yet, So another thing that we've been playing and exploring is the AM frequencies. So what we do is we turn on an AM radio, just to any frequency or any station. And then what we do is we take a disposable flash camera with no film, but just the battery supply. And you can release. You're inducing the incoming AM frequency, and it's the AA battery in here that's charging up, and it's actually inducing the wavelength. And then when you release the flash, when you kind of smack it and release the flash, you get all that indeterminate sort of sound. One of my influences, which I have to thank my parents for, is they would always be playing the AM radio in the kitchen. I was never allowed to turn the station or turn it up or turn it down or anything. So I feel like now as an adult, I have this ability to get my opinion on the AM radio, and I can change the overall frequency and the tone, and it makes me very happy to be an adult radio bender.
And this is the Casio MT540. We actually open this guy up and show people how to circuit bend on it. First thing with circuit bending is you only want to do this with battery-powered devices.
Yeah, we have to make everyone take the circuit bending pledge, so we're gonna do it now.
Yeah.
So you want to do it?
Yeah. So I promise.
I promise
to only bend. Battery-powered devices.
Battery-powered devices.
And why is that, Jacob?
Because you can get a nasty shock, a real electrical zap if you're plugged into the wall and you're touching the inside of the circuit board. In this keyboard, there's been a lot of additional roads and work that has been done in the electronic city. You're going inside the machine, you're making little sonic shortcuts.
So then I'm going to take a piece of wire and go into the electronic city. We've made, this is our downtown, basically. So we know there's a lot of connections there.
A lot of hot spots.
Yeah, so I'm just going to start by touching one location and then touching another and listen for
wow.
a change.
Sound art duo Beatrix Jar. We've toured the country doing workshops at various museums
and art galleries and universities.
Yeah.
Jacob added these body contacts.
Beatrix Jar, we invited them, and they've done several projects here at the Walker, but today kids could come here and earn their art degree. So we have a drawing class, we have an art history class, and one of those is art and music, and that's what Beatrix Jar, that component.
We've got these old disposable flash cameras.
I thought that was pretty cool that they basically took any instrument and went inside and bent all the circuits up, create a whole new sound.
You'll lose all your inhibitions when you can bang on a little plastic keyboard,
right.
And you don't feel like you're gonna make a mistake. There's no wrong way to do it. So anybody can do this. You can just come up and try these cameras. And
if you go to a show, it's hard not to get involved in it. I mean, it's just contagious, and they get everyone from the kids to the adults involved in it. And before you know it, you're up playing along with them. They're handing you a keyboard, and you're part of the gig. I think that's something that makes them very unique in the Minnesota scene.
I hope our music inspires others by kind of breaking down some maybe preconceived walls or barriers.
It feels really exciting to be an artist who's exploring sound in a new way with new musical instruments and, trying to see what new things come out and how people respond to them.
There's an infinite world of sound, and I think that's what's so cool.